to Society Hall. What a pleasure to have you here. My name is Don Richmond. I'm one of the board members of Society Hall, and try to do a few other things, also around here now and then. But just want to make a few announcements about some shows coming up, and to welcome you all. We're going to have a couple weeks off here. The next show is going to be April 15th, which is a Wednesday. We don't often have weeknight shows, but sometimes some of the touring musicians, when they're coming through, they have these nights to fill, and that's the only night we can get them. So on Wednesday the 15th, we're going to have Lisa Morales. She's a Austin-based singer-songwriter, really just a fabulous artist. I mean, she's an amazing singer, amazing songwriter. She happens to be Linda Ronstadt's cousin, and she's got that voice, boy, I tell you. And she's going to have her son playing guitar with her, and they've been here a couple of times, and it's a beautiful night. She's very bilingual, Spanish music, English, and just effortlessly goes in between. Right after that weekend after that, Saturday the 18th, we're going to have a wonderful singer-songwriter from Denver named Alexa Wildish. She's been here once before. She was a contestant on The Voice and did real well, and she really has an amazing voice. She's also going to have a friend of hers, a touring musician from Minnesota, also going to be playing along with her, and I think sharing the night. Sadie Gustafson Zook, there's a name for you. But I guess, she's a wonderful artist as well. Next week, Saturday, April 25th, we're going to have a couple of Western artists, Jim Jones and Randy Palmer. They've both been here before, and both award-winning, great storytellers, great guys. Thursday, April 30th, we're going to have a nationally known, nationally famous folk singer, Chris Matthews. She's a powerful artist. I'll give you one more here just to get it in your mind a little bit. On May 9th, we're going to have a mariachi night. There's going to be two different mariachi bands here, Mariachi San Luis and Mariachi Corazon del Valle. A mariachi spectacular, we're going to call it. So don't want to miss that. There's going to be, a lot of times you say, well, hopefully we'll have more people in the audience than there are in the band. Well, there's going to be a lot of people in those two bands, so you're all going to have to come out, Anyway, it's going to be a beautiful night tonight. I'm really excited to have these two wonderful people back. I've had the pleasure of knowing both of them for quite a few years. Was honored to help Rose make an album several years ago that was just a beautiful work, and she's got a few of those for sale, and she'll be singing some songs off of that. And way back then, she was telling me about this nephew of hers that was turning into quite a guitar player. And it was a few years before I heard Ruben, but it's like, yeah, way back then, Ruben was an amazing young guitarist, and every time I hear him play now, it's like, whoa, you just learned 20 more things from the last time I saw you. I think he's turned into an amazing artist, singer, songwriter, and guitarist. He's going to have an album coming out here pretty soon too. But so would you please welcome Ruben Dominguez and Rose Vialpando.
Well, I think with an introduction like that, we don't have to play that many songs tonight, so I think we'll be okay. The altitude was getting to me, so I was forgetting lines anyway, so.
Me too, and the wind was getting to me, so. And such an honor to be here. Thank you all for coming out. We love you all so much. I produced a CD with Don years ago, and the name of the CD is Rosa Encantada, which is kind of a play with words. But the main reason I had it produced was because as I was growing up, I was very quiet, very a little bit unsure of myself, whatever. But anyway, the title of the song is Hallando mi voz, which is finding my voice. But make a long story short, but when I'm going to make a long story short, you know it's going to be long. So this performance tonight, at least on my part, both of us, I think, is memorias y recuerdos, memories, remembrances, because I have lost several important people in my life, and I know many of you have too. And I want to honor them, but I also want to make it joyful. We want to make it joyful. So we're going to have fun with this tonight, okay? Okay. And anyway, my next song that I'm going to write is Finding My Voice Again. And if you know the song, join us singing. If you prefer to get up and dance, go for it. Gotta find the right pick.
You mean you gotta pick the right pick?
Gotta pick the right pick.
And no two picks are quite the same. I just want everybody to know that.
Right. Okay, I'm pulling my sleeves up. So.
Oh. She said she was meaning business tonight. I didn't. I guess you are.
Allá en el rancho grande, allá donde vivía, había una rancherita que alegre me decía, que voy a hacer tus calzones como los que usa el ranchero en los comienzos del año, que los sacaba de cuero allá en el rancho grande.
Goodbye, Joe, mi gargo, mio mayo. Me gotta go pull the pirogue down the bayou. My Eve on the sweetest one, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, I'm gonna have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my machete mio. Big guitar, fifth fruit jar, and big ale. Son of a gun, I'm gonna have big fun on the bayou. Now see this Cajun, he ended up getting a Piro all the way out west and found this thing called green chili out here. And he started talking in Spanish, so then he started writing this verse. Nos vamos todos a comer chicharrones, a bailar y a cantar muchas canciones, a guitarrón y acordeón con tequila. vamos todos a la casa de mi tía.
Voy en este tren que va con rumbo al sur y quiero que esta noche tú me des mi despedida. Muy pronto volveré, primeramente adiós. Deseame buena suerte, pedacito de mi vida. Llegando a la estación del pueblo a donde estoy, te mando un telegrama pa' que sepas mi destino. También la dirección y calle donde esté, y así nos escribimos aunque sea cada domingo. Jamás me vayas a olvidar, y así me tardé yo en volver. Y el día que vuelva por aquí, si voy por otras tierras, también te llevaré. Jamás me vayas a olvidar, y así me tardé yo en volver. Y el día que vuelva por aquí, si voy por otras tierras, también te llevaré.
Now I have to follow that? Well, it just so happens that today is actually the birthday of the person who I wrote this song for. And I never knew my grandfathers. Both of them died before I was old enough to know them. But when I was living here in Manassas, there was this friend of my godfather's, and he was kind of that guy. He had been in a construction worker all his life, a builder, and you know, he dropped everything to help you, and didn't matter the time or the place or what the job was, he always would just stop what he was doing to help you. And he passed away a few years ago, and I wrote this song for him. And it just so happens that our dear friend, musician extraordinaire for many years, Creed Diavanzar, was percussionist, played with Don and a lot of other folks around here. I got the pleasure to play with him for a little short period, and he actually recorded this song on my album at Don's here, and this was actually the last song he recorded on. So it's you know, two very special people in my life made it onto this song. So here goes The Builder. Had hands just like sandpaper, a back as strong as steel. He always helped when he could. To him it was no big deal. He built himself a home and raised a family. To most he was a carpenter, but he was a friend to me. Like a big oak tree, strong and tall, He built a home for one and all. If you're in need, you will find. Just knock on the door, the builder's inside. Driving through town, you can see him all around. From the school and a church or two, to the courthouse downtown. It's hard going in the diner and not see him sitting there, talking with friends and strangers, the smell of coffee in the air. Like a big oak tree, strong and tall, he built a home for one and all. If you're in need, you will find. Just knock on the door, the builder's inside. Thought he was gonna live to be 100 years old. Thought he would always be around. Like a big oak tree, strong and tall, he built a home for one and all. If you're in need, you will find. Just knock on the door, the builder's inside. Just knock on the door, builder's inside. Thank you. All right, at this time we'd like to invite up Don Richmond. You know, it's always a pleasure when we get to make music with this wonderful human being, and to also just know him as a friend. And, you know, it's a real treasure we have here. We have a really amazing person here who not only works in the community, the outward community, but also a lot in the music community. And it's every time it's like, I don't want to ask him to play with us because I know he plays with everybody. But at the same time, because he plays with everybody, it's like we need to get him up also. So
I'm honored, Ruben. Thank you. As always, what a treat to play with both of you.
Esta niña llegó del gran silencio y al ver la luz del día lloró y gritó, y al ver la luz del día lloró y gritó. ayo, ayo su voz. No llores, no grites, todos le decían. Niñas buenas son silencias, solamente se miran. Esta niña en silencio crecía, en rabia y en angustia, su alma por dentro lloraba. Ay, 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 temía por la voz que perdió. Pasaron los años, llegó a ser mujer. Ya vino a saber que la voz es poder. Ya vino a saber que la voz es poder. Ay, 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 ando mi voz. Ay, 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 ando mi voz. Ay, 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 ando mi voz. Ay, ando mi voz. Ay, ando mi voz. Okay, that was the one I wrote a very long time ago, and it helped me. It helped me find my voice, and I think it encouraged others to find their voice too. So there you are.
Well, Don, do you want to introduce this one? I feel kind of weird introducing this one. You always do this one.
Well, yeah, I was thinking that Ruben and Rose were going to do, a lot of the traditional Spanish music, and they are. But then Ruben throwing in these other songs, like this one is the one that we do with that I do in the band, the Rifters, that was written by a friend of mine named Kevin Welch. But I was pleased to see that Ruben has started doing this song. So hey, it's a good little feel-good picking song. It was actually a hit for Trisha Yearwood a long time back, but it's called "That's What I Like About You."
I like a woman who is crazy about me. I like a woman who can live without me too. That's what I like about you. I like a woman who will lay down beside me. I like a woman who will stand up to me too. That's what I like about you. Don't want a woman to be my twin, under my thumb, under my skin. Don't want a woman like the shadow on the ground with nothing else to do but just follow me around. I like a woman who will cry on my shoulder, who don't mind if I cry sometimes too. That's what I like about you.
Well, I like a woman who can make it happen, who can keep me laughing when my whole world breaks in two. That's what I like about you. Oh, you can be soft, honey, you can be strong. Maybe that's the reason we get along. Everything you do, you know you do just right. Yeah, you're tender in love, tough in a fight.
I like a woman who will lay down beside me, stand up to me, cry on my shoulders. She's crazy about me. She can get without me too. That's what I like about you. That's what I like about. Can't live my life without. That's what I like about you.
All right, Ruben.
Non-Richmond, everybody.
You're so amazing. That's fine. Just checking. Okay.
Well, this is another one of those songs that Don didn't realize that I played or had added it to my repertoire, but I also want to give a shout out real quick to my Uncle Ryan Dominguez. He couldn't be here tonight because he's playing in New Mexico this evening, but I want to give him a shout out because he really started me off. My father was a musician, and this was his youngest brother, and my dad started me off with some chords and everything, And then my Uncle Ryan, lived with him for a time, and he was like, you should really start playing lead and, expand your music, because there's a lot of great stuff out there. And I, 13-year-old kid, I was like, I'll just play rhythm and back a band, if anything. But I'm awfully glad that he pushed me and encouraged me. And I wouldn't be here without not only him and his encouragement, but everybody's encouragement, not only my family, but my friends, my mentors. So, yeah. And then this one goes out to the spirit of the cowboy. There's not a lot of cowboys out there, or people who are living the cowboy way of life, and it's in their remembrance and their honor. Born on a rainy night, raised in the blowing wind, waiting for a ride on the next storm blowing in. For the cows I never cared, it was riding that got me there. That and coffee at dawn out on the blue frontier. Give me a fence to mend and a river bend and a dry night under the stars, a harmonica moon, coyote tune played on the saddle guitar. Though I settled down at the edge of town, I remember my lonesome eyes, seeing the freedom of the tumbleweed and the spirit of the endless sky. I traded in my working spurs for the life of the his and hers. She's one of a kind, Lord, I know I'm one lucky guy. Besides, nothing's quite the same. This cowboy's gotten too tame, and the roof of my pickup takes up too much of the sky. Give me a fence to mend and a river bend and a dry night under the stars, a harmonica moon, coyote tune played on the saddle guitar. Though I settled down at the edge of town, I remember my lonesome eyes, seeing the freedom of the tumbleweed and the spirit of the endless sky. Out there my heart is speaking so loud and clear. Here it's only a whisper, and it's so hard to hear. Give me a fence to mend and a river bend and a dry night under the stars, a harmonica moon, coyote tune played on the saddle guitar. Oh, I settled down at the edge of town, I remember my lonesome eyes, seeing the freedom of the tumbleweed and the spirit of the endless sky.
Oh, mighty fine, Ruben.
Thank you, thank you.
So are you doing Carry Me Home?
Now I
I
remember.
gotta keep checking because I don't remember. Who's next? Okay.
Well, I just can't remember what keys we're playing in. But yeah, everything's available for suggestion, right? Open to suggestion.
Okay. This song is for all of you, all my friends, my family, all of you that are here. It's so important. Friendships are so important. And this just says it all. If I can count on you and you can count on me. Okay? So this is what this song is about, okay? Albert, especially you. When you can't walk and there's change around your soul and the burden's too heavy and you've run out of road and you're praying out loud as you stumble through the rain and snow. Well, I'll walk out and find you. I'll carry you home. When you can't speak, 'cause the words are too strong, and every time that you try, well, it just comes out all wrong. When your heart's screaming out, but no one can hear your song, well, I'll sing it for you. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. So rest your heart easy. I'll carry you home. Wander this world now, fearless and free, and climb every mountain and sail every sea. But if you wander too far into the great unknown, well, you know I will find you. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. So rest your heart easy. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. I'll carry you home. So rest your heart easy. I'll carry you. I'll carry you
I'm taking applications for somebody to hand me my guitars already plugged in and tuned and everything, you know, when I'm performing. Wait, who said that? Okay. See me after the show. We'll run a background check and all that other stuff that they do nowadays, you know. But this next song, talking about, you know, remembering, one of my another great musician was my Uncle Sal. And I swear that this man, he could have been a New York jazz musician if he wanted to be, or maybe he was in another lifetime. Oh yeah, there you go. And I'm so glad to have his daughter and his grandkids here and his great-grandkids. Wait, great? Am I saying that right? Okay. And so this was his signature song. And I've been, you know, ever since I heard it, I started learning it. But it just took a new form just recently. I went and visited an uncle out in Flagstaff. And we were, you know, as we tend to do in these sort of things, you know, we pull out the guitars and start playing and things. And he was singing this song, and there was an English version that I had never heard. I was like, okay, I can get down with this. So, with a few tweaks, because I can't leave anything alone, to suit me and my message that I wanted to get out in this song. Here's Sabor a mí. Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor, nuestras almas se acercaron, tanto así que yo guardo tu sabor, como tú llevas también sabor a mí. Si negaras mi presencia en tu vivir, bastaría con abrazarte y conversar. Tanta vida yo te di, que por fuerza tienes ya sabor a mí. No pretendo ser tu dueño, no soy nada, yo no tengo vanidad en mi vida. No es lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años y muchos más. Yo no sé si tengo amor, la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí, en tu boca llevarás sabor a mí. So I beg you to be gentle with my heart. Darling, promise me we'll never, never part. Through each night and through each day, through the tears that fell away, be true to me. Should you never mean to keep me in your life, may we hold on to the memories, oh so tight, all the love you gave to me, know the life I gave to you, sweet memory. Felt so helpless when you touched me, feelings that I've never felt before. Oh my darling, If you'd love me, if you'd love me, I'd be yours forevermore. Pasarán más de 1000 años y muchos más. Yo no sé si tengo amor, la eternidad, pero hay tal como aquí. En tu boca llevarás sabor a mí, sabor a mí. Thank you.
Okay. All right, this song, I know most of you can probably sing along with this, but I'm doing this one in memory of my cousin and good friend, another musician that we lost this past year, Arturo Rival. And his daughter was supposed to be here tonight, but they had illness in the family, so I hope she can be watching. This is in honor of your dad. And just wanted to mention the first song that we did, Rancho Grande and Jambalaya, were songs that we played with my tío Salomon. So that he was like my first accompanist. And then the third part of that, Rumbo al Sur, again, was in honor of my brother. And so we're honoring a few different people that have left us, and of course, all of you. So this one's for you, Arturo, wherever you are. Hopefully in a good place, and you can sing along and play along with me. All right. Okay, just start. See, we practice all this time, and then we don't remember. I don't remember. He's good. I don't remember. This whole brain, everything flies out of my brain.
Which song are we playing?
That one. Oh, gee.
Hey, I tell you, some people who like the Eagles and all that, they break up because they're, whatever. And people who play in family bands, they might break up over time because, your family and working with family is hard. I think it's actually kind of fun because this is the only time I get to tease her. So.
and this is nothing. You should hear us when we're practicing. Albert actually has to leave the room because he can't take it. Okay, ready? Busted flat in Baton Rouge, headed for the trains, and feeling nearly faded as my dreams. Well, Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained. It took us all the way to New Orleans. Took my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana and was blowing sad while Bobby sang the blues. With them windshield wipers slapping time and Bobby clapping hands, we finally sang up every song that driver knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose, and nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling
praise the Lord when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good, it's good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. The coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. And standing right beside my Lord through everything I'd done, every night she kept me from the cold. And somewhere near Salinas, Lord, let us slip away, looking for the home I hope she'll find. And I'll trade all my tomorrows for a single yesterday, holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Well, nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. And nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good, sees the Lord when Bobby sang the blues. Good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. Feeling good, it's good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee.
You should have done me and Rosie McGee. Well, this next song, invite Don back up here. And this is one of my originals as well. And this was actually a dream of mine. Like I said, I never knew any of my grandfathers, either of my grandfathers, any. Jesus. Can't talk English, can't talk Spanish. Maybe I'll try French next week, see how it goes. But, anyway, my mom's dad, my grandpa Rafael, he was, if anybody would say, what's your definition of a cowboy, I'd point to him. He was my true definition of a cowboy. He, worked cattle, roped cattle, broke horses, and just really cool guy. And this was a dream, and about pretty much about 95% of this song was what happened in the dream. And I really didn't see him at the first, when you kind of, like in the movies, they do like they have a dream and you can't see the face, it's all fuzzy. That's kind of what happened to me. And by the end, I saw him. And this was a lot of singer-songwriters have, songs 15 minutes that they wrote it down and it just poured out of them. This was my 15-minute song. Thank God I remembered my dream. So, and it just so happened that, my mom wrote poetry, and in her poetry book that she had a poem called "The Cowboy and I." I totally did not. I just, named this song just on what I felt, and just happened to be the name of my mom's poem. So. Pretty cool how that things happen. So, and if I sing it in the right key too, it'll be better too. Second guessing myself here. I had a dream last night. I was up in the hills when a familiar stranger came riding at will. He said, "Hello, senor, how have you been? It's been a long time since we last met." He was an old cowboy who lived on the range with rough calloused hands and a bow-legged stance. His saddle was dry and his chaps, they were worn. You could see in his eyes all he had gone through before. Cowboy and I rode by the river wide with a quiver in his voice. He said, "This is my last ride." A man who feared nothing, afraid to leave my side. Cowboy and I. So we stopped out by a bluff, by a timberline. The cowboy and I spoke of simpler times. A time when he roped and when he busted broncs, coming home to a family who loved him the most. The cowboy and I rode by the river wide with a quiver in his voice. He said, "This is my last ride." A man who feared nothing, afraid to leave my side. The cowboy and I. He always lived by the court of the Old West, to never give up even when his match was met. The cowboy was strong, stronger than the rest. to the place where we first met. Said it's been nice catching up. Does it really have to end? He said my time has come, as he turned toward the light, saying don't worry, mijo, I'll always be by your side. The cowboy and I rode by the river Wye, with joy in his voice, he said thanks for the ride. A man who feared nothing, fearless riding toward the light. The cowboy and I. Thank you. You know, I got these fake nails because when I play with my Uncle Ryan, we play flamenco, so and I can't grow my nails worth a darn. So, but the other thing I can't do worth a darn is pick up my picks from here. So, this is going to be the last song of the set, and we're going to take a little break after this. My Nina Rose has CDs available for purchase in the back. I'm sure she'll be happy to sign a little something in there for you. And I don't have an album out there yet, but we're working on it. At least we are finished. I am glad to say we are finished. I know I've been throwing little bits and pieces out there on social media, and everybody's like, well, when is it coming out? Is it ever coming out? And I'm like, this year it's coming out. So
in the future.
In the future.
As opposed to in the pasture. Better the future than the pasture.
Yes, correct.
The last time that Ruben and I were here, we'd also been working on a CD together with my uncle, the Three Generations. And we did complete it, and it's called Serenatas. It's hard. When I lost him, and my brother, and all those other losses that happened so close together, it was like something shut down in me and I couldn't get on with it. So it's done. It's 3 generations, my Tio Salomon, myself, and passing the torch to Ruben. And it's a beautiful CD, and it will get replicated and done, hopefully by the fall. I still have to do all the credits and the cover and all of that, but it will be around, and it's very special because it's the 3 generations, and honoring my Tio Salomon. He was the master, and then he taught me so much. I'm just kind of the middle person. I love music, love to sing. And then you see the amazing Ruben Dominguez, the next generation down. So look forward to it, and we'll be seeing you soon for that one too.
Well, this next song is very near and dear to my heart. It's a song that my father used to sing a lot. He'd go camping, and all these songs would come out, and they have made it into my repertoire and my songbook, my style, but still the song lives on. And it's really speaks to me in the sense of I have native blood, and just every time I heard this, something in me would just, I found comfort, I found empowerment. So here's América de los Indios. Surcando el cielo de América, sangre de viento avanzando, forma de fuego en la noche en ruina de ahí. Canto el llanto del indio, voces del tambor tocando, esperanzas de los pobres nacen aquí. Sangre y fusil y la tierra, gritando revolución. Esperanzas de los pobres nacen aquí. Manos de bronce en la tierra, flor de sudor van sembrando. Latas que hablan con Dios me dicen así. Corazón amortajado, caras de piedra se ve, niños llenos de tormenta han de nacer. Sangre y fusil y la tierra, gritando revolución. Niños llenos de tormenta han de nacer. América de los indios, sin explosivo llegó. Ya van bajando los pueblos hacia la liberación. Sangre y fusil y la tierra, gritando revolución. Ya van bajando los pueblos hacia la liberación, hacia la liberación, hacia la liberación. We'll be right back.
Ruben Dominguez, Rose Vialpando. Stick around, they got a lot more music.
Don Richmond. Vialpando to the stage, please. Rose Vialpando to the stage. Yeah, funny thing about that, I used to, used to be the other way around when I would come up for the summer and everything. My Nina and my Tio Salo would be performing at the farmers markets and things like that, and I'd be off, doing whatever kids do. And they would always say that, Ruben Dominguez to the bandstand. So it works.
Okay, again, thank you everybody for coming.
Excuse me.
You go ahead and then I'll
Pardonnez-moi, mon chéri.
I don't
it's
I don't know if you want cherries. You want
cherries, yes. Cherries after the gig are always good. But it's so good. Thank you guys. Yes, like Rose said, thank you all for coming out. Great to see some familiar faces, some people who hadn't seen in a while, people who said that they might not be able to show up, showed up. It's great to see you, and people who we didn't even know were showing up, showed up. So this is,
It's been great.
It's a great
having all
night.
of you.
yeah, give yourselves a round of applause.
Anyway, as I was saying before, this theme tonight is about remembrance and also about joy. I've had a lot of losses, as I spoke before, and my heart became very empty. I didn't want to sing. I didn't want to. It was just so reaching through that emptiness that was in my heart and in my soul. To start singing again was a struggle, but here we are tonight with my wonderful, amazing Ruben. But I'm going to do this song in honor of everyone that we've lost this past year, not just my friends or relatives, but I know that you all have probably lost somebody close, not just in the music field, but family, friends, and they leave this big empty void. And this is a beautiful song. I'm going to do it very softly because I don't have the high notes in my voice that the people who do it. But anyway, it's a beautiful song. If you want to close your eyes and enjoy it and visualize your loved ones giving you a big hug, okay?
The thing is, not everybody in the world has your voice.
Well, thank you for that. I don't know if I should say thank goodness or... Tú eres la tristeza de mis ojos que lloran en silencio por tu amor. Me miro en el espejo y veo mi rostro, el tiempo que has sufrido por tu adiós. Obligo que te olvide el pensamiento, pues siempre estoy pensando en el ayer. Prefiero estar dormida que despierta, de tanto que me duele que no estés. Como quisiera que tú vivieras, que tus ojitos se hubieran cerrado nunca y estar mirándolo
amor eterno, inolvidable. Tarde o temprano estaré contigo para seguir amándonos como quisiera que tú vivieras, que tus ojitos jamás se hubieran cerrado nunca y estar mirándolos. Amor eterno, inolvidable. Tarde o temprano estaré contigo para seguir amándonos. Tú eres la tristeza de mis ojos.
I'll take that version over Rocío Durcal any day. Where you all know me, I can't come up onto this stage and not do a Michael Hearn song. I remember when I first moved here to Colorado, when I was 14, I remember we went to a concert out at Leon Memorial, and it was for the cancer relief, and Don was playing there, and Tish Hinojosa, and Michael Hearn, and he's played here a few times. And ever since then, I never heard a guitar be able to sing like that. And I heard him and I just got hooked, and I just wanted to get every bit of what he had in my playing. You know, like they say, it's all in the fingers, which it is. But nonetheless, this next song is going to be on my new album, and it's about if I can find my pick, it's about a boy and a girl falling in love on a Friday night. We'll make it on a Saturday night since it's Saturday. So. Johnny was a pretty good son of a gun. Mary was a pretty girl looking for a little fun. Got together one Friday night. He took her by the hand up to the dance floor, and when the song was over, they wanted more than another dance, so they headed on out the door. They fired up the truck and they headed out of town, never really knowing where their hearts were bound. Tender side of Johnny that he never did show came out tonight down the older road. Took her over the fence, down to the river. He took a long walk in the pale moonlight, never really knowing where the night would lead them. Never really cared, cause he just fell right. Took her over the fence, down to the river. love takes hold in a funny kind of way. Johnny had a heart like a runaway train. He put a gold band on her finger the very next day. And 7 years later, a daughter and a son. Too many hassles and a little less fun. And Johnny had plans that would turn things around that night. They fired up the truck and they headed out of town, never really knowing where their hearts were bound. Tender side of Johnny that he never did show came out again down the older road. Took her over the fence, down on the river. Took a long walk in the pale moonlight, never really knowing where the night would lead them. Never really caring 'cause he just fell right. Took her over the fence, down to the river. And 20 years later they were back on the dance floor. When the music stopped, well, you know they wanted more. And Johnny grabbed Mary's hand and they were out the door. Took her over the fence, down to the river. He took a long walk in the pale moonlight, never really knowing where the night would lead them. Never really caring 'cause he just fell right. Took her over the fence, down to the river. He took a long walk in the pale moonlight, never really knowing where the night would lead them. Never really caring 'cause he just fell right. Took her over the fence, down to the river. He took her over the fence, down to the river. He took her over the fence, down to the river. He took her over the fence, down to the river. On Richmond there, everybody.
Great job. Michael Hearn would be proud.
I remember now. Yeah. Sorry, not that one?
Don, you want to come up here?
He didn't bring his banjo.
Oh, okay. All I'm going to say about this one is it's a beautiful love song. It's called Lo siento, mi vida.
Lo siento, mi vida, yo sé que ya quedó corazones quebrados, esperanza que se fue. Cuando brille la luna, sé que no dormirás, ni tú ni yo. Y ha llegado el triste pesar, debemos siempre separarnos. La noche que te fuiste cambió mi pobre vida, quedó mi alma triste pensando en el dolor. Cuando brille la luna, yo sé que no dormirás, ni tú ni yo. Y ha llegado el triste pesar, debemos siempre separarnos. I wait for the night to pass and turn to day. I can't make this feeling go away, 'cause I get so weak when the day is through and I think of you. I'm gonna make it through. Lo siento, mi vida, yo sé que ya quedó corazones quebrados, esperanza que se fue. Cuando brille la luna, yo sé que no dormirás, ni tú ni yo. Y ha llegado el triste pesar, debemos siempre separar. Lo siento, mi vida, yo sé que ya quedó corazones quebrados, esperanza que se fue. Cuando brille la luna, yo sé que no dormirás, ni tú ni yo. Ya ha llegado el triste pesar, debemos siempre separar. Siempre, siempre separar.
I like that song. You should do another CD and put that one on there for me. Nobody else, for me. We got any James Taylor fans out there? Okay. So this one goes out to you guys then. There is a young cowboy who lives on the range. His horse and his cattle are his only companion. He works in the saddle and he sleeps in the canyons, waiting for summer, his pastures to change. And as the moon rises, he sits by his fire, thinking about women in glasses of beer, closing his eyes as the doggies retire. He sings out a song which is soft but it's clear, as if maybe someone could hear. So good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Now the 1st of December was covered with snow, and so was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston. Lord, the Berkshires seem dreamlike on account of that frosting, with 10 miles behind me and 10,000 more to go. There's a song that they sing when they take to the highway, a song that they sing when they take to the sea, a song that they sing of their home in the sky. Maybe you can believe it if it helps you to sleep, but singing worked just fine for me. So good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dream and rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. So good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dream? Rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. Rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. So I got a request from this way before this show, and whenever this person tells me about a song, I really try to listen to him because he knows. He's a musician from the other side of the stage, and this next one goes out to my Nino, Albert. I remember when I was first starting out, he was always like, "Well, play this one and play that one," and I was like, "You sure?" And I learned very quickly to listen to him when he said, "Play this one." So he said, play that one. And I was like, okay. This is the Little Gypsy Kings song here. Learned along the way also. Quería, no la pueda comparar a la madre de mi niño, la que tanto amo yo. Yo le canto a mi familia con todo mi corazón y contento de cantarles, vámonos. Y porque no soy como lo pienso voy, es un amor mi vida. Y porque gitano soy, como la pienso voy, es un amor de vida. Todo mi vida, eres todo mi ilusión, la mujer que yo camelo, es por ella que yo vivo, es por eso yo le canto con todo mi corazón y alegría de cantarle, vámonos. Porque gitano soy, como lo pienso voy, es un amor de vida. Y porque gitano soy, como la pienso voy, es un amor mi vida. Porque gitano soy, como lo pienso voy, es un amor mi vida. Y porque gitano soy, como lo pienso voy, es un amor mi vida. Thank you, thank you. I was wondering where you went to. Oh, she got her wine. I'm dying of thirst up here, and she's getting her wine.
Okay. This song is dedicated to a special friend. I know some of you know him. I was visiting Cletus Perea the other day, and we were listening to some music, and he said, I really like this song. And I said, you know what, I'm going to learn it for you. I'll sing it for you when we perform at Society Hall. So Cletus, if you're listening, here's your song. Eventually. Is it getting late or what?
Drink some wine.
Oh,
There's somebody from the audience said it. I didn't say it. I'm just saying it for them.
And I haven't even had the wine yet. I'll go out to Alberta. Weather's good there in the fall. I've got some friends I can go working for. Let's try that again. I need a do-over tonight. Yeah, do-over. Sorry, Cletus. I'll go out to Alberta. Weather's good there in the fall. I've got some friends that I can go working for. Still, I wish you'd change your mind if I ask you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times or more. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high. All those things that don't change, come what may. If the good times are all gone, then I'm bound for moving on. I look for you if I'm ever back this way.
get there before the snow flies and things are looking good. You could meet me if I sent you the fare, but by then it would be winter, not too much for you to do, and those winds can sure blow cold way out there. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. If the good times are all gone, then I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Still, I wish you'd change your mind if I ask you one more time. But we've been through this 100 times or more. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. If the good things are all gone, then I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way.
Well, this is a new one. This is actually the final song that completed the album. And has anybody ever heard of Michael Johnson out there? No. Okay. Well, Don could probably speak to that a little bit more, because.
Well, he was a wonderful singer-songwriter and a great guitarist. He was a classically trained guitarist, so he was really amazing. But interestingly enough, although he never really lived here, he was born in Alamosa, Colorado. But he moved away when he was like 2 or something, and was never back. But yeah, he was one of those guys. He had a few well-known songs, but he was kind of an underground sort of guy that had his own cult following, and I was certainly one of them. I heard him play a concert in Taos back in the late 80s that just totally blew me away. I was in an altered state for at least 2 weeks after that concert, I think. But anyway, definitely a wonderful, wonderful guy. Unfortunately, he passed away about, 2 or 3 years ago, I think. But
Yes, and so, and when this was, on the last song of the album, we were like, "Whoa, let's try this, and let's try that one, and let's try this maybe on this guitar." And we're like, "Well, maybe if it doesn't make the final cut, at least we tried it, and know that it didn't work." But anyway, that's my cue to shut up and play the song. He pulls into her driveway. His headlights flash across her bedroom wall. Slips in through the screen door, and she glides like a shadow down the hall. The fan upon the ceiling just whirls around. He moves his hands in front of her, and her black hair falls down. Well, it's magic time. It's magic time. The couple takes the stage. He lights the candles with his eyes, and music starts to play. Slowly they dance, then they read each other's minds. Ooh, it's magic time. Oh, it's magic time. Right outside her window, a night owl screams and flies off toward the moon. And then he can feel his heartbeat, and he can almost taste her sweet perfume. The wind out in the blackjack trees gently blows. He reaches up into thin air and pulls her down a rose. Well, it's magic time. It's magic time. The couple takes the stage. He lights the candle with his eyes, and music starts to play. Slowly they dance, and then they read each other's minds. Oh, it's magic time. Oh, it's magic time. The silver moon is sinking, and it shines like a spotlight on her bed. There a lonely lady lies awake and shakes her pretty head. For 3 nights running, how strange the dream has been. She blows out the candles to sleep and dream again. Well, it's magic time, it's magic time. The couple takes the stage. He lights the candles with his eyes, and music starts to play. Slowly they dance, and then they read each other's minds. Oh, it's magic time. time. Oh, it's magic time.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be faster that way. So this next one is very near and dear to my heart because it was my dad's signature song. And yeah, I mean, pretty much says it right there. So this is a memory of my dad. It's called Primavera. Now the way to winter's gone. Once again I see the sun, and the birds come out to sing. Tell the world she's home again. Primavera, primavera. Her beauty makes men stop and stare to gaze a loveliness so rare. It fills them with tranquility and love for all humanity. Primavera, primavera. As she leaves, she sings her song that turns the leaves into a brown. The summer's here and she can't stay, for that's life's long, and that's God's way. Thank you.
Guess I have to sip my water.
Well, it's come to that time of the evening, friends and neighbors, where we gotta say goodbye, adios, auf Wiedersehen, hasta la pasta. Don't let that, goodbye. Thank you all for coming out. We really appreciate it. Thank you to Society Hall for having us once again. Thank you to Don Richmond, who not only played but ran the sound tonight. Thank you to Ruthie Brown, Larry, everybody here, Brian Mott for the streaming. Hello to everybody out on streaming land. Sorry we didn't say hi to you before, but and thank you all for being out here. We really appreciate it.
Okay. Since this is our last song, we want to do something a little joyful. I mean, we've been joyful all night, right? Okay. So if you feel like standing up and shaking your booty, if you want to clap your hands, whatever you want to do, anything goes, okay? Bueno. Here we go. Yeah. No, my wine is my wine is fine.
Okay, whatever you say.
Okay, let's see. No.
Just in case, that's all I need. I don't have enough. I don't have enough money to cover the sound over here if we ruin it. Okay, well, you'll take care of it? Okay, well,
Okay.
Entonces, put it wherever you want.
You better watch what you say.
gusta el olor que tiene la mañana. Me gusta el primer traguito de café. Sentir cuando el sol se asoma a mi ventana y me llena la mirada con hermoso amanecer. Me gusta la paz de las montañas, mirar los colores del atardecer, sentir en mis pies la arena de la playa y lo dulce de la caña cuando beso a mi querer. Sé que el tiempo le hace prisa para borrarme de la lista, pero yo le digo qué bonita es esta vida, y que a veces duela tanto, y a pesar de los pesares, siempre hay alguien que nos quiere, siempre hay alguien que nos cuida. Ay, 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 ay. Qué bonita es esta vida, y aunque no sea para siempre, si la vivo con mi gente, bonita hasta la muerte, con mi cerveza y mi tequila. Me gusta escuchar la voz y una guitarra, brindar por aquel amigo que se fue, sentir el abrazo de la madrugada que me llena la mirada de otro hermoso amanecer. Sé que el tiempo lleva prisa para borrarme de la lista, pero yo le digo qué bonita es esta vida, y aunque a veces vuela tanto, y a pesar de mis pesares, siempre hay alguien que nos quiere, siempre hay alguien que nos cuida. Ay, 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 ay. Qué bonita es esta vida, ya que no sea para siempre, si lo vivo con mi gente, es bonita hasta la muerte, con mi cerveza y mi tequila. Qué bonita es esta vida.
Good night, Society Hall. We love you.
Buenas noches.
Good night. Be safe on the road.